Hey everyone, and welcome back. I'm Kaylin, and this is Movement with Kaylin. Today I have a Pilates sculpting and toning workout for the lower body. So think glutes and legs. And today we're going to be adding a prop. We're going to be adding some light weights. So I've got these 3-pound dumbbells. You can use anywhere from 1 to 3 pounds if you have them. If you don't have them, you can always grab a couple of water bottles. So full water bottles that are the same size and the same weight. These will add some extra resistance as well. If you don't have water bottles, maybe some cans of food, some soup, something that are the same weight for both. So always substitutions are an option. And if you don't have anything at all, just do this without the weights. You will still get a great Pilates mat workout. So these will just add a little extra resistance for some of our moves today. So I also have Remy here, my little helper today. He's not usually in the studio with me here, so I'm glad he could be here today. He's a little sleepy, so he'll probably just hang out on the side. Let's go ahead and come onto our backs. So rolling all the way down, have your weights close enough that you can grab them, but they're not going to be in your hands just yet. So arms are going to come down by our sides. Let's just start to wake up the glutes here with some rolling bridges. So we take our inhale here in our neutral position, and then on our exhale, start to tuck that tailbone under, roll the spine up, reach through the knees, keep the legs in parallel. Good, make sure you're lifting with the glutes and not the ribs, so don't pop your ribs out at the top. And then roll it back down. Think upper back comes down first, mid back, low back, and we release. Good, let's do that again. Wave the spine up, one bone at a time, and lift. And then we lower, 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 and release. Good, let's just do one more like that. Roll up, good, glutes start to engage. Good, press down with those feet, lift up with the hips. Good, inhale at the top, lengthen, exhale, lower, until that pelvis comes all the way down and we release. Okay, go ahead and grab your weights or whatever you're using, and you're gonna place them on your hips here. So they can be up and down, they can be here, sideways, whatever's most comfortable. And we're just gonna do a flat back bridge. So we're gonna do that same movement, but you're just gonna hinge at the hips to come up, and then we're gonna lower back down just a tap, and then lift back up. So for me, it's an extra 6 pounds here on my hips. So not too heavy, but just enough that it's giving me a little extra resistance as I lift and lower. Good, lift and lower. Again, press up with the glutes, not with the ribs. You want to be able to see your hips when you're in that lifted position. If you only see your ribs, then you need to drop your ribs a little bit more. Good, let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good, lower those hips down. All right, take the both weights to your right side only. So right into that right hip, and then right foot stays down, left leg comes to a tabletop position. We're gonna lift and lower just like that. So right leg stays down, glute lifts up, and then we lower back down to tap. So this is gonna be quite a bit more heavier with both weights on that same side. Feel free to use just one weight or no weights at all. Good, lift and lower. Good, let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one, lift and hold the hip high, or hips high, tap the left toe down, and then lift it back up. Tap down and lift. 2 more, tap, don't drop those hips down. Last one, tap and lift, and then lower the hips all the way down. All right, we're gonna go ahead and switch sides with those weights. Weights to the left side, left foot on the mat, right leg to tabletop. Good, let's lift and lower. Lift, lower. So you already feel that one side is gonna be stronger than the other. Good, so we lift and lower. 3, 2, Last one, lift that hip high, hold it, right toe taps to the mat, it lifts back up. We tap and lift. Ooh, this hold, it's burning. Let's do one more, tap and lift. Lower the hips all the way back down. Very nice. All right, feet are gonna come together now. Knees will come wide and those weights come right to the front of the hips again. So we're basically gonna do a variation of a bridge here. So with the feet together, we're working a little bit more of those external rotators, those outer glutes. So go ahead and start to lift the hips just like you do for a regular bridge, and then lower back down. You obviously will not be able to come up as high, but you'll certainly feel those glutes working. So we lift and lower. Good. Lift, lower. Good. Slow and controlled. Let's do 6 more. Good. 5, 4. That's it. Last 3. Keep the belly button pulling down. 2 and 1. Good. And then lower it all the way down. All right, bring those legs together. Drop the weights to your sides. Bring your knees into your chest and then rock yourself up to a seated position. We're gonna flip over into all fours now. And I want you to take the weight and you're gonna place it behind your right knee. Now, obviously if you have a water bottle or something that isn't easy to grab, just do it without it. Or even a block behind the knee works out really well, but just give it a try. And you're gonna keep those shoulders right over the wrist. The core is pulling in and up. Now, we're gonna take that right knee off the mat, keep the pelvis level, and we're gonna start to lift and lower this leg. So if you've done my Pilates workouts before, we have done this exercise before without the weight. So again, this just gives that little extra resistance for that extra strength, that extra sculpting and toning. Good, lift and lower. Good, lift, lower. Good, 3 more. 3, whoops, and I just lost my weight almost. Keep that calf holding it nice and tight. 2 and 1. Good, lift up, hold it, little pulses. So that hamstring here is also working in order to keep that weight nice and close. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and lower it down. All right, so now we're gonna do the same thing, but the leg's gonna come out to the side. So lift that right leg up, and we're gonna lift that leg open to the side and lower. Good, lift and lower. Try not to shift the hips as you open that leg. Again, keep squeezing that weight, using that hamstring, using that calf. Good, last 3, 2, 1, lift out, hold, pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, lower it all the way down. All right, so we're actually gonna come to lay on our side, keeping the weight behind the same knee. So adjust it as you need to. We're gonna be doing clamming. So stay up on your forearm here, keep your feet together, and we're just gonna start to open and close this leg. Again, we've been here many times, so keep that nice posture, that nice position. Don't let that top hip open. Again, that weight is just that little extra resistance. I know I feel quite the difference just with this 3 pounds. Good, 4 more. 4, 3, that's it, last 2, and 1. All right, go ahead and take the weight out, but stay here on this side and extend the leg. You're just gonna take the weight and place it here right on the side. I'm actually gonna go ahead and lower myself down now, fully onto the mat. All right, stack your hips, stack your shoulders, bend that bottom knee. I would probably suggest that for more stability. Good, pull the belly in and then start to lift and lower this leg. So all you're doing is just holding the weight there. Again, not a lot of resistance extra, but just enough to get that extra work in your glutes. Good, lift and lower. Good, lift, lower. Nice work. Give me 5 more. 4, 3, that's it. 2, and 1. Very nice. All right, go ahead and hold both legs straight. Actually, for this one, go ahead and place the weight down. And we're gonna lift that top leg up, hold it there, lift and lower that bottom leg to meet it. Good, lift and lower. Good, I forgot how much we need this top arm to stabilize. So if you can do this while holding that weight on your leg, feel free. I was gonna fall over. Good, 3 more, 3, 2, and 1. Good, now lower your head all the way down onto that arm. Good, I want you to take both legs, again, keep that weight where it is. You're just gonna lift and lower both legs together. So just a little bit of extra core work. Still working those glutes, those legs. Nice work. Good. 4, 3. That's it. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Lower it all the way down. All right. So, one more here. So go ahead and stay on your side. And we're going to do some nice full circles. So that bottom leg is engaged and stable. You take this top leg, we're going to start to bring it forward, circle it up and open, and lower back down. Good. Forward, open, and lower. That's it. Forward, open, and lower. Good. Even as an instructor, sometimes we forget some exercises, and then we realize it just as we're about to move on. So I just want to get some nice rotation here in the hip socket. Good. Lower down. Now hold it here. We're going to reverse it. Good. Bring it back a little bit. Lift it up and then sweep it forward. Good. Back, lift up, and forward. Good. I don't know how many times my clients in the studio have said, wait, but we forgot to do so-and-so exercise that we did on the other side. And I was like, oh my goodness, you're right. Sometimes they have to keep me on track. Last one. Good. And bring it back. All right, so now let's go ahead and sit on up. We are gonna do the other side next. We're just gonna take a quick break and we'll meet you right back here. Go ahead and grab some water, take a breather. All right, so let's go do that on the other leg. So we're gonna take that weight, come into our all fours position, and then bring that weight behind the left knee now. And we feel that nice work already in our right side. Now we're gonna use that right leg to stabilize us while we move this left side. So find that all fours position, pressing yourself away from the floor, engage your core, bend your knee enough so that you're squeezing that weight, and then we're gonna start to lift and lower here, that leg. Good. Don't move your spine. So this is not about arching the spine as you lift the leg. Keep it nice and still. When we keep our spine stable, we're going to be able to isolate that glute muscle, as opposed to if we move the spine, we're just kind of arching the spine to lift that leg up higher. We're not using the glute as much. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one, lift and hold. Little pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower that leg down. Good. Give it a little break. And then we're going to do those side openers out to the left side. So go ahead and lift that leg up. Engage the core. Lift and open to the left. Good. Open and lower. Nice. Open, lower, lift. Good. Lift. Good. 4. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold for 8. Pulsing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and then lower that all the way down. All right, go ahead and come onto your side for clamming. So let's stay on that forearm for this first part. Keep that knee squeezing, or the back of the leg squeezing that weight. And we start to lift and lower this left leg. Good, lift and lower. Sometimes it helps to place the hand on the hip so that it does not move back and forth. Good, lift and lower. Think about this upper body, right? Is it just hanging out? Really want you to press yourself away from the floor. Engage. 3 more. That's it. 2 and 1. Good. And then go ahead and lay yourself a little farther down. So I'm going to prop myself on my forearm. We're going to take this weight, place it on this top leg, which is reaching nice and long. Stack your hips, stack your shoulders, pull your belly in, and then start to lift and lower this top leg. Now, these side lying exercises are awesome on their own without any extra weight, any extra resistance. They're actually really nice as well if you do them with a band. So stretchy band adds this nice opposition where you have to reach your leg into the strap, and it provides a lot more engagement, some more toning. It's a really nice addition here. Good, last one, lift and lower. Good, now drop the weight. Place your hand on the mat for some more stability. Take that bottom leg, reach it long, and we're gonna lift that bottom leg up to meet the top. Good, so inner thighs. Good, lift, lift. Good, 4 more, 4, 3, that's it, 2, and 1. Good, lower your upper body down, and then both legs are gonna lift together. So a little bit of oblique work, side lying work here, lift and lower. Good, lift, lower. 3, 2, and 1. Good, lowering all the way down. All right, moving into those circles with that top leg. So take that leg up, reach it long, bring it forward, circle up and open, and lower back down. Good, try to do that without moving the hips and the pelvis too much, or at all if you can help it. And that comes with making your circles smaller if your hips are moving too much. Good, 1 more time in this direction. Good, and then we reverse it. So bring it back just a little bit, turn it open, lift it up and forward. Good, I didn't forget these circles on this side. Good, up and forward. Good, 3 more, 3, 2, and last one. Very nice. Good, and then bend those knees. All right, go ahead and come up to seated enough that you can grab both of your weights. So we're gonna come into a prone position, which means on our belly. So I want you to take the weights first though, and place one behind each knee, okay? And then somehow, as gracefully as you can, get yourself down to the floor, all right, so that your belly's on the floor. Now, again, you're really squeezing the weights here with those hamstrings. Now for this part, we're not going to be lifting the upper body. So make a pillow for your head with your hands. Elbows are going to be wide. Shoulders are down. Core is lifted. I want you to touch your toes together. And your knees are wider than your hips, but your belly's in and glutes are engaged. Now we're going to start to lift and lower the legs here. So the quads, the upper part of the leg will come off the mat as you reach those legs up towards the ceiling. This is not an easy exercise. You are going to feel those hamstrings for sure. Lift, lower. Good. Keep the shoulders pulling down, core pulling in. I'm already starting to shake here in that lower body. See if you can give me 4 more. 4, 3, that's it. 2, and 1. Good, lower it down. Okay, I'm gonna have you extend the legs now. So reach the legs long. The weights may fall off the legs, and that is okay. Actually, I'm gonna move mine up to where my glutes are. So kind of right where the glutes meet the legs. See if you can do that as well. And then replace your head on your hands. Keep the legs nice and long, and you're gonna lift and lower both legs together. Nice long legs here. Good, lift and lower. Good, lift, lower. Again, upper body stays still. Good, hamstrings, glutes, isolating. Good, core in, pulling in and up away from that floor. Let's do 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Good, lower it all the way down. Go ahead and take those weights, place them off to the side. Woo, nice work. Go ahead and bring yourself up. Give yourself a real quick child's pose. Good, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. All right, I want you to flip right over onto your back again. We are gonna finish similar to how we started with a rolling bridge position. So, no weights for this one. We're done with those weights for today. Go ahead and find those parallel legs, arms down by your sides. Take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, start to roll the spine up, peeling off into bridge. And then reverse it, coming all the way down. And we release. And again, tuck that tailbone under, peel up and lift. Inhale at the top and lengthen. Exhale, lower, lower, and release. Good, just one more like that. Exhale. Good, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower, and release. Good. Now take that left leg, cross that left ankle over your right knee, and open that knee away from you. So you're starting to get a nice hip opener. And then if you want more of a stretch, go ahead and pull that right leg into your chest at the same time that you're opening that left knee nice and wide. You'll feel that left glute, that left hip stretch quite a bit. You work those muscles good today, so they deserve a stretch. Go ahead and place that foot on the floor, that right foot, keep the left ankle crossed, and drop your legs to the right. So now your left foot is on the floor, and now I want you to grab your left knee and start to pull it down towards the floor, just enough that you're feeling a different kind of stretch in that hip, and then maybe even a nice stretch in that lower back on that left side. Awesome. Go ahead and release that. Bring it back to center. We're going to switch legs. So left foot on the floor, right ankle crossed over the left knee. Open that right knee out and away from you. And then if you want extra, pull that left leg into your chest. This is so much tighter on this side. Good, one more breath just like this in this figure 4. Good, place your left foot on the mat. Good, take both legs, drop them to the left, and then start to pull your right knee down towards the floor. Ooh, feeling that deep stretch. Remy's keeping my toes nice and warm here. Good, and then go ahead and bring it back up. Awesome, bring the knees into the chest. Go ahead and rock it side to side, and then rock yourself up to a seated position. All right, so go ahead and sit facing forward. Just honor what you just did with those weights, that little extra resistance. Hopefully you're feeling that work in the legs and the glutes today. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. And I'm gonna link to a couple other prop workouts that I've done with the on the Pilates mat. So adding some extra props is a great way to find some extra engagement. So I also have listed in the description of this video some of my favorite props to use there. So you can go ahead and check that out. And let me know if there's any prop workouts you'd like to see in the comments. So thanks again, and I look forward to seeing you back here very soon. Take care.